USC has one of the most traditional and iconic looks in all of sports. Nothing screams LA and college football quite like the Cardinal and Gold. Now, despite some very small tweaks over the years, the uniforms have more or less been untouched in my lifetime. I started really watching SC football and understanding what was going on in 2004. It's been a long time since anything was changed, and I think it's finally time we have the discussion. Is it time we change the uniforms? We'll discuss it all up next on the Trojan Blade. What's up, guys? My name is Gabe and welcome into the Trojan Blade. We have a fun one today as we are discussing what should be done, if anything at all, to the USC football uniforms. I put a poll out on Twitter to see where your guys' heads were at with this. By the way, I'm extremely active on both Twitter and Instagram, so check out both of those at the Trojan Blade, spelled out exactly like how it is on the channel. I'll put out polls or do Q&As or just have some really fun conversations about USC football on there, so make sure to go check that out and give me a follow. Thanks so much for being here today, guys. Let's get into this. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I put up a Twitter poll asking you guys if you'd want to see some minor tweaks, complete overhaul, or just leave the uniforms alone completely. Minor tweaks won pretty comfortably, as I expected. That's the camp I fall into as well. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with our current uniforms. It's a timeless look that everyone knows, but it is a tad stale if you ask me. There's been plenty of mock-ups done that are pretty awesome in my opinion, but before I tell you what I want us to do with the unis, let me tell you what I don't want. I don't want to see a black jersey or blackout uniform under any circumstance. As cool as the mock-ups look, and believe me, they look pretty awesome, just like the one you're seeing on screen here. But guys, we're USC. We're not Ohio State or Notre Dame. We have actual tradition with our uniforms. We don't roll out a bunch of nonsense for big games. I know we wear black in baseball and basketball, but the football uniform is just a different level of tradition. And in general, I despise when schools that don't have black as a main or secondary color decide to break out a black jersey. UCLA. So while I can acknowledge that this would look very cool, it's not USC and we shouldn't do it. Another option, and this one is even more of a no-go for me, I had someone send this to me on Twitter, the idea of an all-gold uniform. This is just a nightmare. If we did this, I think I'd get physically ill. I've also seen a suggestion or two for an all-Cardinal uniform breaking out some red pants. I'll pass on that one as well. I don't think that would look very good. Another thing that is absolutely a no-go for me is the idea of putting names on the back of the jersey. Again, this is SC. We don't do that. Plain and simple, we play for the interlocking SC on the chest, not the name on the back. I love the ideology and ethos, and we need to stick with that. Now, what I want personally, and I'm sure most of you have seen these mock-ups on Twitter, but these right here are absolutely awesome. It's funny because it's a throwback look with the 90s style sleeve stripe, but it looks so much more modern and of the time than what we currently wear. Back in 2022, the official USC Instagram posted this edit of Gary Bryant wearing a throwback style jersey. This just looks so clean, especially when you compare it to the way our unis have looked over the last few years under Lincoln Riley. He tends to let the players just wear whatever they want, and of course in turn we just get a really disheveled and incoherent look. Some guys are wearing yellow tights, some guys have the classic black shoes, white socks, some guys have all black gear, some guys have a white t-shirt with a Cardinal sleeve and mismatched socks. Honestly, it's a little much, but yeah, this is the jersey I would like to see right here with the classic gold pants, black shoes, and white accessories. This uniform screams Big Ten to me. It has that vintage touch to it, but again, it looks so incredibly sleek and modern. Another big area of debate is the logo on the helmet. Do you want the 1992 Tommy Trojan logo on there, or do you like the current one? Now, as an individual logo, I think the old one is better, to be honest. But on a helmet, I do prefer what we currently have. I just like the shape of it more, and I think the old one is a little cartoony, to be honest. Now, a lot of people want the 2014 shiny helmet brought back as well. Now, I like that lid a lot, especially for night games. I think it looks awesome, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. But again, I do prefer our helmet as is. I'm not the biggest fan of the red tab on the back. I would prefer that to be white like it always has been. But yeah, for me, I think the current unis are stale. This is the jersey combo I want home and away. Keep the pants as is, obviously. Black shoes, white accessories, keep the helmet the same, and we're good to go. Now, obviously, this isn't a normal conversation we have on this channel, like is this player good or not? So everyone's going to differ on this. And again, this is something I have to hear from you guys from. Even if you're not a USC fan watching this video, what do you think about the uniforms? Do you agree that we need some slight tweaks? Or do you fall in the camp of we need a complete overhaul? Do you want black uniforms? Do you want to not touch anything? Do you want to let the players just keep on wearing whatever color they want? Do you like the black shoes, white socks look that I do? Please let me know everything you think about this. I am going to read every single comment like I do every video. So yeah, please let me know down below. And guys, if you did happen to enjoy this little conversational video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, we are in the off season. The news cycle has completely ground to a halt as it relates to USC. So I will do my best to get videos out that are interesting. If you guys have any suggestions for topics or videos, please leave them down below as well. If I do happen to use one of your ideas, I will for sure give you a shout out in the video. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.